Hey, what's going on, everyone? Dan the Glass Man here. Welcome back to the Glass Man's world. So, check this out, guys. I have gotten very close to completing the 60 drops that we're going to be making here in the next, making and shipping out here, hopefully in the next couple hours. I had an order come in a few weeks ago. An individual is having a ceremony to honor more water protectors in Montana. And so we're going to be honoring a bunch of water protectors. I'm going to be sending at least 60 of the drop of water to them. And so, yeah, I just wanted to finish up the drops here with you guys. So I have, we've already got 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. I'm supposed to be making 46. I have 14, so that gives us 60 total. So, how many we got? We got 42. The secret to life is 42. All right, so we got to make 4 more, and then we'll be completely done with this order for the day. And then I'll have to take the time to tie them all up. So we'll add the black 2 millimeter cord like this here. As you can see, that's one of the hot air balloons, one of the replicas. But that's the black cord here, the 2 millimeter cord. And so I'll have to tie all these up and hopefully get them shipped out by noon. Today is Saturday, so if I don't make it today, then I'll be shipping these out on Monday. We've got, what, 20 days to get them there, so I don't think we're going to have any issues with delivery. And yeah, we'll be getting 60 of these out for World Water Day. So World Water Day is on March 22nd, coming up here very soon. Every year, we honor the water and we celebrate World Water Day. I believe that was contrived through the United Nations, possibly back in the 1970s. I know Earth Day was created around 1972 or 73, and the UN created Earth Day as well, and we also have World Water Day. So World Water Day, it's basically it's a day to recognize water, to honor the water protectors, and basically to remind ourselves on how important it is, and refocus ourselves on clean drinking water for all for future generations to come. We need to make sure that the industries that we create to make whatever consumeristic products that we purchase and use, we need to make sure that these industries are not desecrating the water. You know, even the other day, I'm walking to the bus stop with my daughter to get her to school, right? And we noticed some water in the gutter and streaming down the street, right? And I'm like, what is that? And then I can smell a very familiar smell. And like, what is that smell? It smells like burning. I'm like, it smells like that's like wet charcoal or something caught fire. And then I was like, oh, the dumpster down the street probably caught fire. Someone probably lit it, and the fire department came. And then I realized that the water we were looking at, it also had suds. It had like foam, kind of looking like soap. And I had to teach my daughter about the fire retardant, that they put in whatever to put the fire out. Instead of just using water, these days they use a fire retardant. And around all the different military bases, we now have water issues. They've been using you know, they have a lot of different military exercises, and they need the fire department on hand to put out certain fires whenever they have any sort of tactical training, and targets are incinerated, and then they need the fire department on hand to put out the fires, right? And they've been using this flame retardant, this foam stuff, instead of just using water. And so now I had to teach my daughter about the foam, and how basically we're now walking within a cancerous, harmful, cancerous area. And then I was wondering, like, well, why doesn't the fire department have some sort of hazmat cleanup bags or something to where they could, after they spray all the foam or whatever, then they can use the water hose, right? I mean, they are connected to uh, the fire hydrants, right? So then they can use the water to actually like try to rinse off the streets and contain that stuff somehow. Maybe, I don't know, sweep it up or vacuum it up. You know, get some sort of a contraption like a street sweeper that'll clean it up and suck it all up at the same time. To where they can at least clean it up, because now that whole entire neighborhood right there, without them even realizing it probably, they're sitting in all kinds of cancerous foam and stuff. And if there's kids out there, hopefully they're not going to go out there playing in that foam and that soap and everything, you know. And so it's interesting that we have these industries, including the fire department, who, you know, we find to always be saving lives and protecting everyone, but at the same time they're leaving cancerous foam, fire retardant around, including in our very own neighborhood, just right down the street here, and leaving it for others to deal with, you know, just letting it evaporate. So now, you know, all that stuff's going to get evaporated, go into the air, become airborne. People are going to breathe it in. They're going to be breathing in all the VOCs and PFAs, all the forever chemicals and all the cancerous and carcinogenic, toxic ingredients that are within there. And so I find it quite interesting that we have these industries in place, and yet we don't have regulations on, and okay, we do have regulations on keeping the water clean, but it's like the bare minimum, right? They're still allowing toxins in. It's like the organic foods. They're still allowing foods that are not organic 100%. With the label. If people can pay for the label, they'll allow you to slide if you got certain amount of pesticides and herbicides and things like that. So our regulations are pretty lax, and we need to create more awareness for these sort of things and educate everyone. You know, my child had no idea. My child's only 11, right? Had no idea about the forever chemicals and that stuff. And, you know, teaching her new things every day about what's going on in this world, and actually the destruction of the planet, on how us consuming things and buying and purchasing things, you know, I'm trying to teach her how to be more conscious minded about things and to really, really approach life in a more environmentally friendly way. And so, you know, part of our mission here with the Drop of Water is teaching individuals about those harmful chemicals, trying to create solutions. Like, why not create some sort of a vacuum that the fire department uses to then pull up all these chemicals after they've left the fire retardant behind? Why not have another crew to come up after and do the cleanup, right? I mean, if there's a car accident, you have other entities and stuff coming in, you know, tow trucks and wreckers or whatever. You have different entities coming in helping to clean up the situation, right? If you have some sort of a leak You know, maybe there's a water leak or gas leak or something like that, and construction has to come in and tear up everything, right? Well, you got the cleanup crew to come in and clean up all the rubble and all that stuff, right? You don't just leave it piles and piles of rubble and dirt in the street and in traffic. So why don't we have cleanup crews for like fire department and all the other industries that are actually the ones creating the toxins here on our planet? And then we're basically the ones, the individuals, the humans here, the ones getting blamed for desecrating and ruining our planet, right? We're the ones. It's not the big industries and corporations, although we are the ones consuming, purchasing, and buying these products. So in the end, yes, we are the ones. So you have to remember that. You have to know what role you play in all these things, and who and what you choose to support, and who and what you choose to serve. All right. So I believe, let's see, if that's 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. We got two more to make, guys. So ever since 2016 making these and then getting invited to the Gathering of Nations powwow in 2017 and gifting these out to individuals from the buffalo dance, the special presentation of the buffalo dance to honor the buffalo, to honor the water protectors, and to honor Standing Rock. That ever since then, I've basically dedicated my art here, my glass blowing. I dedicated my life to this mission of educating, sharing knowledge about water, clean drinking water, how we can make our own clean drinking water, how we can distill water, how we can filter water, getting away from drinking just straight tap water because it's extremely toxic and poisonous. I don't know about you guys, but when we pour water out from the tap, I can smell the chlorine. There is so much chlorine in there. I don't know about you guys, but I can smell it. It's pretty heavy here in Albuquerque, in the war zone where we live. And I'm sure that they make sure that our water here in the war zone is a lot worse compared to those up in the heights where they got all the mansions and all the people with the money, right? And definitely down here, I'm sure that all the pipes are old, all the electrical stuff is old, and everything's old and decrepit. But you know what? One thing, old piping, old water piping is made from copper. And it's better to have your water run through copper than through plastic. Instead of PVC piping, it's better to have it to run through copper. But then that copper can get all corrosive and full of the minerals, and that's what it is. It's not really the copper. It's all the minerals that's within the water that's creating the corrosion within the copper piping. And all the buildup, all the calciumation and mineralization that's on there. So we need to do our best to become a little bit more conscious-minded about our water usage, on using different toxic chemicals and cleaners in our homes and on our own bodies. You know, we can't be pointing a finger at oil pipelines and stuff when we're over here still polluting the water that's going down our own pipes and drains in our own homes. We can't be hypocritical in that way. So, you know, I've gifted out a lot of water drops to water protectors, 3,818, but then this is going to bring us to 3,800 and, what is it, 53? And so, you know, there's a lot of those individuals that still have yet to learn how to truly protect the water. They may have gone up to Standing Rock. They may have been at different pipelines and protests and different actions. They may have climbed up towers. They may have climbed onto different machinery and different rigs and different things to block the construction of pipelines, and yet they still go and spill toxic chemicals and cleaners down their own sinks, you know, or utilizing certain chemicals and you know, just things that it's like, wait a minute, are we water protectors or are we not water protectors, or is it just, you know, just something to say that we are? Right? It's just a cool title to have, but you don't really have to live up to it. So, you know, I'm looking for true water protectors here. I'm looking for individuals who are really willing to look to change their lives and their daily habits, their daily rituals, their daily cleaning rituals especially. How do you clean in your home? Which toxic chemicals do we need to help you remove? I have solutions for all of them. I have Norwex on hand. You can always order Norwex through my wife, and we'll make sure that you have a new way of cleaning with only water. If you want to use natural soaps made from natural enzymes, natural cleaners from natural enzymes, Norwex does have those available as well. But I've been using my Norwex with only water about 98% of the time. That's for bathing. That's for cleaning dishes. That's for sweeping and mopping the floor, cleaning the bathrooms. For doing house cleaning jobs on the side. I have a car kit for cleaning cars and doing some really good detailing inside and out. There are so many different alternatives that we can use. There's also things like Dr. Bronner's. You know, I love the Dr. Bronner's peppermint hemp soap, but I hardly use it. Every once in a while I'll use it because these days I pretty much just shower with my Norwex and my water. We have toothbrushes available, but I do use toothpaste. My teeth are so jacked up, I'm trying to keep them as best as I can for as long as I can. But I know soon I'll have to probably get them all pulled and go to the life of wearing dentures and becoming an old fogey here soon. You know, I'm pushing 50, guys. I may look like I'm in my late 20s, 30s, or whatever, but until you see the close-ups of my gray hairs and my beard, then you'll be like, wait, you don't look like you're 20, 30. But yeah, a lot of people think that I'm a lot younger than I am. And you got to remember, I've been here for 50 years, and part of my issues and dilemma on this planet has been my teeth and overcrowding and having a smaller jaw, I guess, than most. And so I don't have the space for all the teeth, and I had to deal with overcrowding and stuff. But yeah, either way, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about getting away from chemicals and cleaners and Norwex. And Norwex has an awesome toothbrush which has silver in it as well. And that's a really cool feature. When you're using a silver embedded on your toothbrush, I mean, the actual head of the toothbrush has got silver on it. I wonder if I could use it. I don't know if it's silver plated or if it's actually full silver. Like, I wonder if I could melt it down and use it for fuming in my glass. All right, you guys, so this is number 60 right here. We got 14 on the side, and then I just did another 44 right here. Sorry, 46. So that brings us to a total of 60. Now I need to tie them all up for the World Water Day coming up March 22nd. So every year, there's many individuals who do water ceremonies, water events, different things, you know. And sometimes there's different movies that are showing and stuff. And for me, every year I tend to get orders for the drop of water. And so I make as many of these as I possibly can so we can get them out and honor water protectors from all over the world to thank them for protecting creators' water and for doing, for basically putting their life on the line and doing what they can to help protect the water, to help share this message around the world to all the generations to come. And yeah, we're done right there, guys. So, um, with that being said, if you're interested in any if of gifting the drop of water, if you'd like to just wear one yourself, I sell them for $10 each, 3 for $20 all the time, no matter what. And then I also offer them at because that's basically like $7 each at that point. And then if you order them at wholesale, I'm no longer trying to get big orders in bulk. I used to have a minimum $2,000 to get wholesale from me, but for the drop of water, if you want to just start out at $100 for 20 water drops, I'll send them to you basically at $5 each. But then I will send you 10 more on top of that. So those 10 can be gifted to water protectors, and that way that doesn't come out of your pocket. You can basically sell the 20 and then hit me back up, send me another 100. I'll send you another 30, and we can continue the cycle going so we can keep the water drops in the flow and make sure that we're able to continuously gift these out all the time over and over again. You know, I have some individuals that for every one they sell, they gift one. So if you can work out those numbers in your for your pocketbook, that would probably be the best way. That way you can continue gifting without it coming out of pocket and without, a lot of people are like, oh no, I don't want to sell them. I just want to gift them. And their gifting, it stops right away because they can't afford to keep it going again. Even though their intentions are to keep it going and keep it going, if they don't sell them, then there's no way to really keep that going. So I've been trying to encourage individuals to sell them for $10 each and sell the 20 and gift the 10. And every time you'll have 10 more to gift. And then eventually you'll be able to order, 100 water drops at a time or 1,000 at a time, And then that way we can then gift them out to many more water protectors from all over the world. It's really cool to think that in 1,000 years or whatever, archaeologists are going to be digging up around the world and finding the drop of water on so many individuals buried all over the world, or they're just going to find them. These relics, the drop of water, will be known throughout all of history, guys. Remember that. Water is life. Every drop counts. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. I couldn't have done this without you guys. Without you guys getting these out there, gifting them to water protectors. I can only gift out so many, and I'm at the point where how do I meet more water protectors or know that there's any more water protectors besides trying to reach out to you online through videos and things like this. After Standing Rock and when everyone basically got evicted and got forced away from there, and all of the camps, all the teepees got bulldozed and destroyed. At that point, the things kind of went in different ways. Some people were, everyone who were together then decided to bicker and fight with each other, and it created these weird things and tiffs and stuff. And so all of the whole gifting and all of the unification, it kind of fizzled out, and everyone then started to just do for themselves. And I'm still here just doing what I was asked to do by Creator, which was to create something that I can replicate over and over again that is a symbol to represent water. And so I'm going to continue making the drop of water. I'm going to continue to sell them and continue to gift them out. Selling them helps me to continue to afford to gift them out. If I didn't sell them, I couldn't gift them. But thank you guys so much for your love, for your support. and for all of your purchases, and for ordering the drop of water throughout the years, or any other glass from Gardenia Glass. Any purchase helps with the gifting cause here. You know, anything that I can just put back in. If I could just get a case of glass, then I have extra glass on hand that I can sit here and just put my time and my oxygen and my propane and electricity with the fan and put all that into the devotional service of making these for gifts. So with that being said, I hope you guys do something wonderful for the water on World Water Day coming up March 22nd. I may do a cleanup here at the river. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I'll definitely do my own personal water ceremony, a water prayer. And with that being said, thanks for watching. Reach out to me if you want to get the drop of water. And you guys have a beautiful day. Remember, water is life. Every drop counts. We'll see you guys soon. Love and blessings. Have a good day.